Hello, my name's Timbo, I'm a game developer and I'm starting a new series because I'm starting a new game. Excuse me if I ramble a lot, I'm very bad at these things, but I thought it'd be fun to do a devlog thing of my development. So, who am I? As I said, I'm Timbo. I have been developing games for about 1 year now, and so far I have released a single game, Bubble Frog. Bubble Frog is a Game Boy game that was developed in GB Studio and then ported over to PC using a front end called Bubble Wrap that was created by an awesome creator called Moonbit, and also uses Godot for a 3D gallery that you can walk through. Upon finishing this, I decided that I wanted to kind of go further with Godot, so I decided to learn more than just a first-person controller, and the more I played around with it, the more fun I had. And throughout this, I ended up creating some very ugly prototypes before I finally landed on this. This here is Growth. Growth is a little fella made up of 3 little fellas, and the idea is this is going to be a platformer. Right, so yep, there's Growth. He runs around, I still need to work on the camera a bit because as you can see it really zooms in a bit too far. I need to figure that out. He intentionally has very choppy run cycle. This is kind of a nod back to my old Game Boy games where all of the characters would have these very over-exaggerated run cycles. And the idea is going to be that he will just run around a very colourful world, maybe collecting stuff, maybe just trying to get to the end of the level, still trying to figure all of that kind of stuff out. Right now it's all about getting the game feel good. So I kind of like the little bit of a floatiness he's got, but I want to run that past some other people, see if they actually enjoy it. He can even jump on this giant orange's head, so I feel I am making the greatest game ever. So if I just close out of this. So I decided that making levels inside Godot is a pain in the arse, and I didn't want to learn all of Blender, because I'm lazy. So I did hear about this thing called Blockbench, which is actually a Quake level editor. But the fun thing about this is it is really, really simple to just create like new geometry, and then I can just select a side and go into the faces, put that on, and there we go, I've got a texture. I can then just realign it how I want. I've got full control over everything, but also it forces me to work within very, very simple geometry, which means I'm not going to get bogged down in over-designing levels. So for this, I have been working on lots and lots of textures, and here is my little texture atlas, where I just plonk everything in that I create. I've put together a palette of interesting colours that I think can kind of sum up everything that I should need for my game. If not, I can just create more palettes. Just toying around with stuff right now. It's very much throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. Then we've got Blockbench, because I'm, once again, too lazy to learn Blender. So in this, I have been creating all kinds of weird characters. Even got Growth himself, who is completely made and animated in here using its fun little animation features. So this is little idle animation, and his run animation. I don't know why he spun around for that. I'll need to look into that, that's weird. I've got lots of extra bits in here because I actually want to develop this further. I want to have him like tilt to the side slightly when he's running in different directions, and skid to a stop, all that kind of thing. So that should be good fun if I can get it implemented. Also got my wise man, who is totally not a convict that's escaped prison. I'm very much leaning into the strangeness of a lot of my character designs. We've got the god of Onigiri, the Illuminirigiri, who also has his little animations, so we got a nice little idle spin. And we got his spin. So yeah, lots and lots going on. Don't think I've got anything else to show currently. Right now it's all very much in the prototyping stage. I've used a lot of tutorials to kind of learn what I'm doing, figure out what I'm capable of, because I am not a programmer at heart. I've used visual scripting up until now. This is the first time I'm using real code, and it's bloody terrifying. So yeah, this I guess was less of a devlog and more of a just where I'm starting out. So now I'm going to go into editing and chop out all of the babbling that I did that no one's going to care about, and leave you with a very fancy and polished product. So thanks for watching, and hopefully see you in the next one.